Welcome to episode 2 for Pear Deck. Today we're going to be focusing on teacher-led presentations. There are two modes for Pear Deck. There's the teacher-led, which is meant for whole group, in class, or virtual. And there's also the student-paced, which is meant for more of small groups, individual work, or virtual if you don't want to do a whole group lesson. So today, as I said, we're going to be focusing on teacher-led presentations. So you're going to be able to see what the teacher screen looks like, so what is being projected for the class. You're going to see what the student screen looks like, so what they see on their side of things, and also the teacher dashboard, which is a little bit of a personalized view of each student and what they're answering in real time. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, now you'll see my student's computer is over here and my teacher computer is over here. This would be projecting to my projector or my whiteboard or wherever I'm at. And this one would be what a student has at their desk. So they're just gonna go to peardeck.com and then they're gonna go up here where it says join a session. And then they're going to type in this code here in the box. So we have GWR, ZHY. Now it does have a space here, but you do not need to put it. It's just to help chunk up the letters for the kids so they don't get lost. It will immediately take them. You don't have to push enter or anything. It will immediately take them through. And then they're going to choose their Google account to get into the Pear Deck. It always asks them how they're feeling. They always like answering this question. And you can also see this on your teacher dashboard as well. Oh, I'm feeling great today. And down here, you're going to see how many students are connected. And the great thing about this is you can take this code. Once you're ready, you push continue, and it's right up here in the corner. So if you have a kiddo that's late or gets kicked out, they can just see that code right here in the corner and it stays the entire time. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the beginning. And when they log on, they're going to see that beginning slide, and they can't move on by themselves. It is completely teacher-led. So when you're ready to move on, you're gonna push the next button down here, right there. And then you can see the difference. Here I have my teacher. This is my teacher view here, so you can see everything that we had. This is what the kiddos see. So this is a drawing slide. They have a couple options here. They have a pen, they have a highlighter, they have a line maker, a typer, and an eraser. So this says underline the CH digraph in the word. They would pick whatever color they want to, and then just using their trackpad, they would underline CH. Now over here, these are two of my favorite things. The first one is show responses. So you can see this one is a list. And if I had more kids here, you could see, you would just scroll down and you'd see a whole bunch of kiddo lists here and what their responses were. You can see it in a grid if you didn't want to take the time to scroll through everything. Or you can see an overlay where it takes all of the screens and puts it on top of each other. Now my other favorite button is the lock screens. This is a game changer. Right here, lock screens. If you push that, then your student's computer is no longer interactive. They have locked the computer slide for this response and they cannot draw anymore. They cannot change their answer. It is stuck. And this is great because the first couple times I did this, I did not know about this lock screen button and they were like drawing all over the place. I was like, I don't know if this is worth it. But then I found this and they were instantly with me once I locked the screens, which is great. So then once you've talked about it, you're ready to move on, you just push unlock screen, or you can go over here and move on to the next slide. All right, this one says which word has a CH digraph, and again, I'm leading this so I can read that to them. They're going to have 3 choices over here. You'll notice I don't have any choices over here because this is my teacher one. So they have ship, bleach, or fun. They're just going to vote on which one has a CH digraph. And I can see one of 1 responses. One person has responded. I'm going to show responses. And again, you can have that, or you can go with your grid and see who has answered what. You can also lock your screens if you don't want them to change their answers, which is nice. All right, moving right along. This one, they would just write their response. You can see it has an audio included. So I'm going to go down here where it has the little, I'll make sure my audio's on, where it has the little headphones down here in the corner. If you click it, you're going to see a play button. Lunch. And I want them to type lunch. So then they would just type on their keyboard, lunch. And once they're done, I come over here, I see show responses, and there's lunch. So that's grid, and this is layout. You can also lock screen so they're not typing anything else. Okay, that's the text feature. Here we have the draggable, so you can see my screen and their screen. They have a yellow thumbs up that they can move. And if you remember in that note section, I gave some words that I wanted to put down. So I can see that right here. I can see it's shot, trench, shoe, and beach. And I can also hide my notes at any time. So I'm going to say shot, and they're going to say that's an SH. They're just going to drag it to SH. And again, you can lock and then show to see. And then unlock to do the next one, which is trench. They hear a CH, so they drag it over there. Again, lock and show. So that's awesome. I love it. And then the last one here, they have their magnetic letters. So then I can interact with the website that is embedded here, which is nice. All right, so I'm going to show you now some of the things that we do in my classroom when we're doing phonics. So you just saw the view for students and for teachers, but now I want to introduce you to the teacher dashboard. This is a whole new idea because you can take your phone or your tablet or even your laptop and you can walk around the room and still interact with your kids. So instead of being stuck in the front of the room, pushing the next button or pushing the stop or freeze button for your students, you can walk around the room and control it just like a remote does. But it gets even better. From here, you can look at all of your students' screens in one little device. You can see what they're drawing, what they're answering, when they're answering, if they're messing around. You can see it immediately and intervene right then. It is an absolute game changer for me, and I love it. So check it out. What's the word? Much. Very good. Here comes the story. You know what to do with the story. Find all those CH words and highlight. What does Bob get when he lets out a belch? Oops, that's okay. What does Bob get when he lets out a belch? And let's see, he gets a chill. Very good job. All right, what's this say? Okay, let's go ahead and grab your phonics journal. So now that you've been able to see all of the different views, I'm going to show you a little bit of what we do here in class. You're going to see some of my students highlighting some chunks in their stories, and you're also going to see them interacting with me with the phonics journal. We are highlighting our CH words in the story. Here in our phonics journal, our first sentence is, a ranch has a trench. You say it. A ranch has a trench. Go ahead and write it in your phonics journal. A ranch has a trench. A ranch has a trench. A ranch has a trench. As always, if you guys have any questions on Pear Deck or anything related to this, you can just drop me a comment below or send me a message and I'll be happy to help you out. Next week, don't forget to come back for the student-paced version of Pear Deck. I hope you guys have a great week.